What's going on, everyone? It's time for another action horror film review. Today, we're actually going to talk about a film called Apocalypse Z, The Beginning of the End. It was released October 31st, 2024, and it's directed by Carice Torrance, who did films like Apartment 143, which I have a review for here on the channel. He also did Pet, Sequence, and Coming to Town. So this is a zombie horror film, an action horror film, where a young couple or a married couple are basically getting into an argument, and the husband takes his cat and decides to on his go away for a while. And as he leaves, global viral outbreak breaks out, causing everyone the dead to rise and wreak havoc. So he's on this arranges to meet up with his wife again and try to get to safety. Sounds typical, doesn't it? Yeah. So this is a Spanish action horror film where they basically take some parts of World War Z or World War Z for the Americans, and put some parts from Train to Busan, and mix in a little bit of I Am Legend and 28 Days Later together to make a story. It's your standard zombie movie. Like, there's nothing really to it. Yeah, there's not really much to say about this because it's your beat for beat zombie film, your typical characters trying to survive. Now, there's some pretty good chase sequences in this. The zombies effects look really good, and overall, it was very well shot. The cinematography is really good, and even the music actually is makes you really excited in some scenes and stuff. The characters, though, are pretty dull and not really interesting or anything like that. There's some that are sort of relatable, but not much, but that could just be from my perspective. And overall, I thought the film was pretty typical, but it was still a fun popcorn flick. Like, I like watching a good zombie movie, and it does have some good zombie violence in it. The zombies are like faster ones, and that there's not really anything new that they throw in there to make it weird. There is some of a zombie baby in there, sort of like the Dawn of the Dead ones, which is pretty funny because you don't see that very often. But for the most part, it wasn't super creative. It was just your typical zombie action film. But still, sometimes it's good just to put one of those on and go for a good, fun new zombie ride. And it's cool seeing the Spanish version of that, which was interesting. Even though it was typical, it still had like a higher production value than some, and it was still entertaining. So I'm gonna give Apocalypse at the beginning of the end a 2.5 out of 5. It was in music. It's just down the middle, straight. You know what you're getting into. A lot of people say the ending's very clever. I thought it was stereotypical, and yeah, which they kind of leave it like ubiquitous a bit, but which I sort of like too. But yeah. Yeah. If you want to check it out, it is streaming on Prime, and I'll link the trailer down below so you can check that out. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. It's linked down below. So I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories. You put the film title in there, some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below, daily reviews. That's where I post my first starting right after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below, reviews on Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, I think I just said that. And don't forget to ring that bell because, well, we're going to review a classic film from 1930s. Yeah, it's a French romantic comedy called Au Romance d'Homme Trapancro, also known as The Story of a Cheat. So make sure you tune in for that. It's been a while since I did a classic film review, so this should be interesting. And I'll see you all in the next review. So watch out for all those fast-paced zombies eating us all, because that's about to happen, especially now. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.